Jesus Christ, folks. This is the Teutonic Plague, and I am making this video to apologize for the brevity of tonight's stream. This was beyond my control. Dragon Age crashed again. And I'm sorry that Dragon Age Origins keeps crashing. But folks, this is EA for you. This is EA, isn't it? This is Electronic Arts. Let me tell you something. Electronic Arts, EA, you need to pull your fucking heads out of your asses. You gotta pull your fucking heads out of your asses, because I'm sick and tired of my game crashing, of Dragon Age Origins crashing. Now, I know there are going to be a lot of EA apologists listening to this video. I know, I do know. I know at least one of you bastards is an EA apologist. But folks, Electronic Arts, let me put it this way. Electronic Arts needs to continue to support their more popular franchises. I am, of course, talking about the Dragon Age games, including Dragon Age Origins. But Plague, I hear you say, Dragon Age is made by BioWare. Dragon Age is made by a different company. This isn't their company. This is BioWare. Folks, do you know who owns BioWare? Huh? Take a wild fucking guess. Electronic Arts. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'll even say yes to the fucking hermaphrodites in this case. BioWare is owned by EA. And apparently, little did I realize, folks, little did I realize that I would have to jump through so many hoops to be able to do anything within the fucking game, for Christ's sake, man. To do anything within the fucking game. Folks, yesterday, Dragon Age Origins, I tried to play it. Okay, so here's the situation. I'm sick and tired of Dragon Age crashing. So what do? I make another guy. I make a new guy. I make a new guy to test how long that I can play Dragon Age without it crashing. And then, for some reason, Dragon Age becomes unfucking playable. I can't even launch the game. I exit the game, I go to launch it again, and it refuses to do it. It refuses to fucking launch. It refuses to fucking launch. Why? I don't know. But apparently the only solution is to uninstall Dragon Age Origins from Steam and transfer my game to Origin. Now, folks, I slightly panicked because I thought I'd have to repurchase the game. And I mean repurchase the game. However, I discovered that, yes, somewhere on my computer I did have the CD keys, the keys for the game. And when I put the key in Origin, the game installed, I was able to launch it, and I was able to play a little bit before it crashed. So step one, at least the unnecessary step one, that could have been avoided if the game hadn't decided to take a good healthy shit. Which unfortunately it did, so I had to do this shit. That took about an hour. And then I had to spend another 4 hours trying to figure out how to get the game to stop crashing. I worked on this fucking thing for 5 hours. I worked on this thing for 5 hours. Now, let me tell you right up front. EA, hey, assholes, don't you have IT professionals for this kind of thing? Don't you have IT professionals who are literally paid to fix issues like this on a daily basis for 8 hours a day, and 5 is so clearly less than 8? Good God! Oh my God! But no, because apparently to be a developer or an IT guy, hell, even a fucking janitor at EA, your head has to occupy the same space as your fucking colon. Your head has to occupy the same space as your colon, and when you go to work for EA, apparently you leave your fucking common sense at the goddamn door. Now, I understand what you're saying, you EA apologists. I see you. I know you. I know you.
But Plague, Dragon Age is a 10-year-old game. It came out in 2009. So of course EA would stop supporting it, because it's old.
Do you know, folks, hey, idiot, do you know how old World of Warcraft is? Brace yourself. It's 14 years the goddamn fucking hell old. And yet Blizzard still somehow manages to support it. They still manage to make expansions for it and hot fixes and patches. And folks, you'll notice that World of Warcraft, it does not crash. I don't launch World of Warcraft, play for an hour, and it crashes to the desktop. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. But folks, guess what I figured out last night in my fucking travels? Guess what I figured out last night while I was working my fucking ass off trying to fix this game? Guess what you gotta do? You gotta run the game in compatibility mode. And you gotta limit the amount of cores it uses in your CPU to 2 cores. You literally have to trick the game, because I run Windows 10, alright? Windows 10 on my PC. And Dragon Age came out in 2009, before Windows 10. So what happens is, you gotta fool the game into thinking that it's running on Windows 7 on a dual-core processor, because, folks, Dragon Age was made for Windows 7 to run on a dual-core processor. So you can only use 2 cores. It doesn't make any sense. You'd think that since my processor had 6 or 7 cores, the game would run better on my computer. But no! No! I have to fool the game. And even then, I'm not sure it's going to be how long it's going to be before it crashes. Because, folks, I'm doing this test run of this guy. He's a mage, okay? In case you're curious, you know, he's a human mage. And he's doing his little mage magic-y job, all right? He's doing the quests. And it's like, the game does not... The game doesn't crash when I'm playing my mage. And it's especially difficult if your game keeps crashing to play as a mage. Because as a mage, you got all these fucking spells flying across the screen. And all these spell effects and this and that. And I'm actually impressed because the game doesn't crash. So, to make it run better, because I think it's going to run better, I set it to... folks, I set it to run on 1 core. Now, that's next time I start it up. Because, folks, running in compatibility mode's easily. You got to do the... running in compatibility mode is easy. You gotta do that. You gotta do it once and once only. You gotta right-click the executable, hit properties, go to the compatibility tab, and run in compatibility mode. Run in compatibility mode for Windows 7. That's a one-time thing. But folks, every single time I open the game, I literally have to Control-Alt-Delete, go to the task manager, go to the fucking details tab on the task manager, find the executable, right-click it, hit set affinity, and uncheck everything but 2 cores. It has to be exactly 2 cores. Or any more, and it'll play fine and crash after about an hour. Any less, the graphics will glitch out because the game will be fooled into thinking that the processor isn't good enough to run the game. So here's what's going to happen, folks. I'm going to continue to run my test run with the limiting of the cores and the compatibility mode and this and that. This game had better not fucking crash. I swear to God. Because those 5 hours, let me tell you, I was up 5 hours until 4 in the morning Central Time, having the time of my life! Jesus Christ. Get your fucking shit together, Electronic Arts. Make some goddamn... I mean, you could at least support your more popular franchises, god damn it. Now, I know what you EA people are saying. Oh, EA's the best in the world. Okay, why? Oh, Madden 19. I can't wait to see Madden 19. Jesus Christ. Yeah, give it 5 years and I guarantee they're going to stop supporting Madden 19. Ooh! Madden 19. Jesus Christ. Get your shit together, EA, god damn it. And as the song goes, folks, I'm having the time of my life! And I've never ever felt this way before!